In this HTML Lesson 2 video, I'm going to show you how to create a very simple HTML file. So the first thing I want you to do is, again, go to the presentation. So I've got it open already. This is where we left off in the previous video. So we walked through the tags, open, close tags, just a basic HTML file, what that might look like. If you scroll down to the next page, you'll see there's a section on creating an HTML file. The editor we're going to use is called Notepad++, and I have a link to the download for this application in Blackboard. So let me show you what that looks like. And I've got instructions on how to do that. So here you are in Blackboard. Go to HTML Lesson Videos and Resources here. And in the Resources folder, you'll see a link to the download. Now, if you don't want to download, you can use the online HTML editor, and I explain how to do each of these in a separate video to do the download to use the online editor. So the first step for us is to launch Notepad++. Okay, when you launch it, you may open it, if it's the first time, it might open up into some text or informative screen. You can just say File, New, to open up a new file, or if it's already defaulted to this one, New One is what it names it, that's fine too. Okay, we're going to save it first, so click on File, then Save As. Navigate to wherever you store these files. I'm going to put mine on the desktop for now, and I'm going to name mine my first page. Okay, the next thing that's extremely important is the Save As type. Notice that it defaults, mine defaults to TXT. Yours may be different depending on how the installation happened, but just click on this. And you're going to want to choose HTML. Notice it's in alphabetical order. So here we're on our H's. Just scroll down. Hypertext Markup Language. So it saves it as an HTML file. That's what you want. Okay, so make sure that says Hypertext Markup Language and then click Save. Okay, and so notice that it put the name right there. Notice that the little disk next to it is colored blue. So the first thing we're going to do is type in our basic page. The first statement you need. Okay, open angle bracket right by your M key on your keyboard, then an exclamation mark, then doc type, DOCTYPE, all in uppercase, HTML. This tells your browser that it's an HTML file. Okay, so now you have doc type space HTML surrounded by angle brackets. Go to the next line, and the next tag you need is HTML. So this is our open tag. Notice that I have angle brackets around either side. So I have an open angle bracket, close angle bracket, HTML in the middle. And just hit enter a few times, and now close your HTML. So a closing tag has the / at the front here. So angle bracket / HTML. And what this tells your browser is that you're using HTML language, and this is that HTML portion. So the first thing you want while inside is a title for your page. So create a title tag, and now the title is what appears on the tab in your browser. So I'm going to say my first web page. This is going to appear on the tab rather. Close the title. This also appears in a search engine. So that's what's used in a search engine, is what's between the two title tags. So you have an open tag and a closed tag using that /. Now the body of your page. The body are all the elements that are going to appear on your page. So open your body, then come down a few lines and close your body. Okay, so I have an open tag and a closed tag. Notice what Notepad++ does for you. When you double click on one, it highlights the other, so you know you're not missing your closing tag. Now the body, inside the body is the text, right? The different elements. So the first one we're going to start with is a heading. A heading H1 is the tag we want. Headings can go anywhere from an H1 to an H6. The font gets progressively smaller as you move through each of those. So you have an H1 tag, and I'm going to say this is Laura's web page. Okay, now close your H1. And now create a paragraph. So a paragraph is a P tag. And there it is, right? Angle brackets around the letter P. And you can write anything at all here. So anything about yourself. Oops. Okay. Etc., etc., etc. Now, whenever you're done, and you can span many lines if you want, it doesn't matter. You would close your P tag. So /P. Okay, that's it for my very first web page. When you're done with this much, notice that this is red. That means it still needs to be saved. So make sure you save. You can click on the little disk right here. It saves your file for you. So this is, again, you can put in more H's, you can put in more P's, whatever you like, but this is just a practice. So now I want you to launch it. So you want to go over to View, click on View, click View Current File In, and then choose your browser. I mostly use Chrome, so I'm going to use Chrome. And you didn't see it launch because it went on my other screen, but this is my web page. So a couple things I want to draw your attention to. Here is the text that was in between the title tag. Here's my file name. Notice it's stored on my C drive. Here is the H1 and here is the P. So this is a very simple web page and you can move on. You have enough information to start assignment 1. So one thing I want to recap for you is if you go back to the presentation and you go to slide 44, you'll see the HTML tag explained, the head, body, title, H1 through H6, the headings tags, and the paragraph tag. Okay, but you can have my file as a sample on how to get started.